Hi, I'm Susie. I'm here to let you know we're going to try to get you on track really fast and quick to buy, sell, save, and repeat. Alright, buy, sell, save, and repeat. So, first step. If you're here to get in quick, make some money, get out, and have fun, then this is how you do it. Step 1. You're going to go to an exchange. One of the most simplest exchanges is called, hopefully you can see my screen right now, we call it Coinbase.com. So you go to Coinbase.com, and the reason why I'm suggesting this, it is as far as some cost of transferring things, it's a little higher, but it's really easy for someone that's new in the space. So you go right here, you say sign up, and you give them your information. They may ask for an ID. It's pretty safe. Most people have actually jumped in on this particular exchange to start with. So we'll go into more depth later on how you can open up, it's called a GDAX account, and transfer money, and it's less expensive. But just to get started in this realm, you got to get into an exchange, which means you're going to take fiat money, which is USD or Euro, one of the paper money basically, and you're going to turn it into cryptocurrency. So when you do that, you have a choice on Coinbase. You can turn your USD into Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, or Litecoin. Now the question is, well, which one is the right one to buy at that time? At this point, you can actually transfer USD and probably put it into the USD account in Coinbase. All right, step 2. So you've got your Coinbase money in there. It takes about a week to fund this account, so give yourself some time. Meanwhile, you can watch the market. You can learn some more things during that. Next, after you get your Coinbase account and you've got some money in there, you can decide what you're going to buy with that money. So you can buy one of these 4, I call it large cap coins here, which large cap coins typically have smaller multipliers. They're lower risk, small multipliers. At this point, Bitcoin's bouncing like a bouncy ball, right? So we'll get more into reading charts and so forth, but there is also there's USD in this account. So maybe you want to leave it in USD until you decide exactly which one is the right one to go to. And then you also want to be able to read the charts. So let's get you into chart reading so you can see like what is the right timing to buy, okay? And then you have the control panel that you just purchased. Yay, right? Okay, so you've got your Coinbase account, you've got some money. Then you want to figure out, oh, what am I going to buy? What am I going to buy, right? So there's a lot of like fun YouTubers out there that I love to watch. They're exciting, they're fun, they do really deep research on some of the projects. But beyond that, there's 2 things that you could, there's probably about 5 different income producing activities within this realm, right? But I'm going to introduce you to coinmarketcap.com. This site is definitely one of my favorite places to go. CoinMarketCap is good for some hardcore research, right? One of the things here, I'll just quickly go over CoinMarketCap, and definitely on the webinars we can go deeper into this stuff if you want to join the webinar system too. Okay, so right here in the upper left hand corner on CoinMarketCap, we have the number of current coins, which includes currency coins and tokens, ERC20 tokens. That means Ethereum requests for action. If you look down here, this is Ethereum. You have Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin was the first currency that was created with the blockchain technology, and then Ethereum is like a platform that's built on the blockchain, and we'll get more deeper into that later. But so anyways, you have the cryptocurrencies here, and then the next one is the markets. That's kind of like the grocery stores where you would buy these coins. Market cap, this means how much money is in this entire cryptocurrency economy space. So currently there's $286 billion invested in this realm, in the blockchain technology, currency and coins, and all the projects. The 24-hour volume, there's 16, that is billion dollars. Nope, we're not at trillion yet. That's what my tongue wants to say, but I can't because it's not yet there. So I guess I have high hopes for this world. So $16 billion. is what moved within the market space just today. And this BTC, that's Bitcoin dominance, that means that 39% of this market cap, all that money is in Bitcoin still. All right, and that's pretty much stayed about it's gone down to 30% to 40%. So it means that Bitcoin is still king in this currency market. All right, so one thing that's important to do is, I love this thing, this trending. Can you see my cursor here, trending? I click on trending. So here's what you should know, that in this realm, large market cap is considered $10 billion in market cap or higher. That's a large cap coin. Medium cap coin in the space, $250 million up to the $10 billion. That's a medium market cap, and a small market cap is $250 million or less. All right? So what I'm going to show you is, if you are looking just to put in small amounts of money, like $25 a week, right? You just want to start. You don't want to typically when I started, I was like, I don't really trust this. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get broken, hacked into or something, right? So if you're new to the space, just give yourself some time just to develop trust, right? So let's say you're just going to do $25 for your first trade or investment. I'm going to show you the fun place to go to. So I love going to trending, recently added. Now, this is how I jump into kind of like find a small market cap, right? So when they're new, when they're little babies, these are little projects that just got out of what we call ICO stage. And I'll kind of quickly jump on an ICO so you know what that means. It means initial coin offering. So you have this little baby, it's growing. The baby is like a project, right? And then their company is saying, all right, we're going to offer this out to the world. Just like when on a stock market, it's called an IPO, initial public offering. So they're saying, all right, so maybe we'll sell this for a penny, and until we get to $20 million raised, and then we're closing the initial investment offers, and then it goes on to the market. And then when it hits the market, it goes to 10 cents, and now you've got a 10-time multiplier. Your 1 penny goes to 10 cents, so that means for like $100, it turns into $1,000 that you invested. So it's really quite exciting, all right? So beyond that stage, it's already on the market. So what you see on this marketplace here, it means it just got out of that baby ICO stage, and now it hit the market for the first time. So the reason why you're looking at this chart and you're not seeing a market cap or a circulating supply, it's because it's such a newborn. It just hasn't... The numbers haven't came over to this coinmarketcap.com yet. All right, so in this column, you have recently added 2 days, and then it all goes down to like 30 days. So it's pretty much knocked off the recently added list once it gets to 30 days. So one of the things I do to kind of search for a potential really good $25 investment that's going to be a small market cap where I'm going to get some major multipliers. I mean, sometimes people forecasted like 3,000. Superman is one of my favorite like YouTube stars to watch. And there's this one, NeuroChain, he was forecasting that to be like a 3,250 time multiplier, right? So I've kind of been watching, when is that going to come out of ICO stage? And a lot of the times, guys, seriously, like, I've seen a lot of companies not even go through an ICO stage. They go straight onto the market. They create their company. They don't need pre-funding to do with projects. They've got private investors, and then they stick it on the market. So here's the marketplace. This is a really good place. Sometimes you can even scoop up a coin or a token, a currency coin or a digital asset token, ERC20 token, for less than it was in the ICO stage, because it hits the market, the price goes down. All right, so one of the positive indicators is this 24-hour volume, right? This means that there's some hype, there's some activity, there's movement. So if I was going to, you could go by recently added, and you can say, all right, well, there's not enough hype yet, right? Or maybe there's not enough different marketplaces it's being sold at. So you could find some good deals here, right? But you want to make sure that that volume is pretty high, because if you buy it, you want to make sure that there's someone to sell it to, right? That's how I feel. All right, so here's the deal. And the reason why I'm showing you this is, like, let's say you get your money in Coinbase, then you want to figure out what marketplaces you want to register with, because you've got to register for like a few more places, right, before you can really play in this game. Okay, so right now we have this one, APIS. It's got $26 million in volume. Now, it's been on the market for 23 days, so that's a good indicator. The circulating supply, this right here number is important too, because look at that. That is, gotta count my commas, right? That's 100,000, that's a million, 4.4 billion. All right, what that tells me is I'm not gonna expect this coin to really go too high, right? So it's not even at 1 penny yet, so that's good. For $1, I can definitely get 100. I may be able to get 110. I don't know the math in my head right now. But you can get a lot of coins for $25. That's quite exciting, right? But I'm not going to have expectations for this thing to go to $1 or $2 right away, because the supply is huge. But it's a good potential. It's worth researching. So APIS, that's one thing you want to look at. So, all right, let's just say we're like, all right, let's buy this. Actually, you know what? I want to back up, because there's one on this list that I know is good. Okay, this Quark chain. Let's look at this, because I know a little. This is it's like a blockchain. So I want to look at. It's only in there 11 days, and it's 15 cents. Well, see, that's expensive, right? It's higher. But let's just say we're looking at Quark chain, right? All right. So we're like, all right, we want to buy Quark chain. Now, now this is where the control panel comes into play. Okay, so you look at this, and then you want to research like what's the project, because you know that like it's recently added. It's 15 cents. You okay? This is what the I'm sorry, I'm getting flustered. What the control panel is going to tell you is what I'm going to show you. So you're looking at this coin, and you've got to figure out, is this coin positioned at the right time to buy? Okay, is it the right price? So what the control panel on Crypto Prophecy is doing for you is this. You see this chart right here, this orange line, this is the Bitcoin value, and the dot right here says Satoshis. That's how many Satoshis it is. Satoshi is like a penny for $1, but there's 100 million Satoshis in one Bitcoin. So this says at this point it was 40. We'll get into that detail later. It's a little confusing. All right. So anyways, it says this, how much Bitcoin value is, and how much the green line is the USD value, and this blue line here is the market cap, like how much money was invested in this particular token. All right. So, and you can pull this along the way. So it says 15 cents of it. You can see when it first came out, usually there's a lot of hype, and the price goes up really high, and then it goes down. All right, so if you don't want to like deal with a chart, you go to historical data, and you can look at the numbers. So this, I always click over to this graph little area here. I say all time, because I want to see what this graph and historical data is showing me is what the high and low and the close price was during the day. Because just because you know, like, oh my god, let's pretend that I'm pretending I've already like researched Quark chain, and I know I want to buy it, and I know the team is good, I know that the timeline is awesome, it looks like it's gonna make some movements and go up in value this year alone, and now I'm gonna figure out, all right, how do I buy it? Like, where do I go to buy it? And is it the right price? So I do need to tell you about the marketplace too, but I just got excited to show you what the control panel is doing for you. All right, so we went to all time. So it says June 4th it came onto the market, and it was 23 cents, and it's at 15 cents now, which is awesome. Look, 30 cents right there. It's at half off. So at the all-time high was 30 cents. It's 15 cents, so it's half the price it was an all-time high. So that means you're doing pretty good. That's a good time to buy, right? So let's go back to, let's see, I think I have the control panel pulled up here. I'm sorry, guys. Here we are. So here's the control panel. Now, the control panel is just reflecting at this point, will be updated shortly. It's reflecting the top 100 coins, but we're just going to like focus on one of them. So I'll just like go down and say, all right, let's just say Stellar. Okay, Stellar is a great project. So Stellar is currently at 23 cents, and then this is the all-time high, 85 cents. and the recent dip was 21 cents. So the lowest it's been lately is 21 cents. It's at 23, and then it already went to 85. So you're pretty safe in saying that that is definitely not too high to buy. I love to know what this all-time high is. So what I love about this, the calculations here, is it's showing you the all-time high. And where did that come from? Again, like right in here, like instead of having to go through these charts and look at what was the all-time high, and your eyes are crossing and you're wondering if you're in the right column, it's right there next to you. So then you can do that comparison once you find the coin that you want to buy. All right, so step 2, I know this is a little complicated, but so you've opened your money, you have money sitting in Coinbase, and you're like, oh my god, what am I going to buy? And you kind of research this stuff, and you're like, oh, this is what I want to buy, right? Or you're listening to favorite YouTubers, or you're hearing the hype on Telegram or Twitter. Well, you go on coinmarketcap.com, you look it up, and you click on markets. Now right here, this is huge. This is a really good one to buy at. That I'm getting it. All right, so you can buy it on Binance, right? So there's Binance. Binance is a good exchange. And KuCoin. So I have an account with Binance. I have a KuCoin. I don't have this index one. This one is one where a lot of the ICOs come onto. What it's saying here is Quark Chain can be bought with Bitcoin, or Quark Chain can be bought with Ethereum. Right here is USDT, that's Tether. Let's get into that on another video, but that's important to know about. And then you can buy with LA and IR. These are all the exchanges. So let's just say we're going to go to Quark. We're going to buy Quark Chain on Binance.com. So it's taking us to Binance.com. And why I'm telling you this is because you're going to need, oh, and there it is, right? So you're going to need to register with one of these, a few of these exchanges, right? And specifically the one that is selling the coin or the alternative coin, anything that's not Bitcoin is altcoin that you want. So stage 2, you got to sign up for some of these. And I could definitely give you guys a link somewhere so that you can actually find this, or you can just go Binance.com so you can sign up there and get your account. All right. Now, you're beyond Binance, there's other ones you're going to have to get into. All right, so now you go ahead and remember how we have on the control panel what the recent dip was? Just because you see this price, right here, this is the Bitcoin price. Just because you see the Satoshi price here, you also can convert it. It's saying 15 cents USD, so that's great. It's automatically converting it for you. But let's just say you're like, nah, I don't want to buy it at 15 cents. I want to buy it at 12 cents because I know it had a recent dip and it was down before. So you could actually put the price, the Bitcoin price in here that reflects, say, 10 cents if that's what you want. And then you put your order in for how many you want. And what happens is the order doesn't go through until the price dips. So if you're sleeping at night, typically what's happening in this market is the prices go down at night and they go up during the day. So you want to buy at night and sell during the day. And if you ever do the Forex market, they always say if you're in the United States, you do your trades from like 9 a.m. until 1 in the afternoon, and that's it. Because there's a correlation of different like institutional monies that are awake and marketplaces that are open. All right, so with this crypto, I don't know why, but in the United States, it works that way. It's usually prices go down at night, up in the morning. So if you put your buy order in and you're saying, I want to buy it at this price, lower than it is right now, then you go to bed, it may go through, right? Or it may not. You may have to change that buy order. But just because you don't have to buy it at that market price, that's key. Now, when the process goes through, if you want to hold on to it, we call it HODL in this industry, hold for dear life, then you just keep it. And you can, it'll just be in your account, in your wallet it'll be just in your account in this exchange. Now, if something happens at exchange, it could go bye-bye, right? So it's not really protected. It's not like a bank account, right? But you could transfer it out onto a soft wallet. Jaxx, Jaxx, is a good soft wallet. And then you could, so you could transfer it there to hold it. Or if you know you just want to like flip this and make some quick money, then you go ahead and you leave it on this exchange and you go ahead and put a sell order in. And you're thinking, well, what's the price? Should I put that sell order in at? Well, when you go back to Crypto Prophecy, where is that? All right, so let's just say, let's say we were doing with like Tron, right? So Tron is 4 cents. It went all the way up to 25 cents, and the recent dip was 4 cents. Well, okay, so you know you could put the sell order in for, let's say you want to put it in for 10 cents, right? You don't want to go all the way to 25 because that may not correct itself for, like, sometimes it takes like 18 months for corrections to happen when something goes less than 10% in the stock market. So, you know, you may be able to say, oh, well, I don't know if it's going to get to that 25 cents, but I may like want to say, oh, let's try to sell it at 10 cents, right? So if anytime during the day it goes up to 10 cents, it sells, right? So that's one of the ways to make money. I wonder if I lost that. Okay, good. So then you put your sell order in, and you wouldn't put the market price. You would put a higher price in the market according to what you want to sell it at, and then you would send that off onto, it'll be in your sell orders, and it won't process again until someone comes around and the price comes around that will want that price, you know, that's willing to pay that price. All right. So I hope that helps you guys a little bit. And then you would press sell, and when it sells, let's say the other thing you need to know is if you bought Quark Chain with Bitcoin, when you sell it on Binance, it actually would turn into Bitcoin again. It'll turn back into Bitcoin. So then you would transfer that Bitcoin back into your Coinbase account. You would transfer it back into Coinbase, and then you could transfer the money you could sell your Bitcoin through Coinbase, and you convert that into USD. And there's a USD wallet area on Coinbase, so you could leave your USD on Coinbase, or you can just transfer it back into your bank account. It's a very simple, probably in my opinion, way too fast way to express the process that you go through in this realm. So I definitely want to go more in depth, so I'll be doing little videos to go deeper into details, because I'm definitely a detailed person. Hugely, boringly details. Alright, but I really felt like it's important for anybody that's new to this industry just to have a quick overview of a few stages, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the webinar, hopefully, and hearing about your successes, but also like diving into a lot of different fundamentals. I want you to clearly understand how to really research a coin and a project. In fact, if you guys give me a few more seconds, I want you to see this. One of the 2 favorite sites that I have and I always go to is ICO Drops. And what this is, it's going to go under your, oh, this is great. Look at this. Okay, in ICO Drops, what this is showing you is the initial coin offerings. And why this is important is that when something hits the marketplace in CoinMarketCap, let me get back on CoinMarketCap, okay? So remember we went to trending and we went to recently added? So when you, okay, we're going back to volume, all right? Okay, there we go. All right, so let's just say I want to say, what is APIS? Because look at that. I'm very curious. It's not even a penny, right? And it's $29 million, so there's interest in there. So we want to know, what is APIS? Where did it come from? What is this baby? Where was it hatched from? So I go APIS in the search engine here, and I say return. Ding, ding, ding. Nothing is found. All right. So that's not making me happy. So I'm going to go to ICObench.com. This is my second initial coin offering search center. And I'm going to go APIS. Thinking maybe I'm typing the code in wrong, because it should have gone on one of these sites to be graded. No APIS. All right, let's go back to that. So that's a little concerning to me, right? Because APIS, that's the symbol. So that's a little red flag. Like, did it not go through ICO? And the reason why is because these companies grade the IPO, the initial coin offering, and then you can get the what I call the white pages, which is basically the business plan of the company, and it'll tell you like their timeline when they're going to roll out certain technological advancements. It's depending on what the project is, but it gives you a really good perspective and of the project, the team, the location, their fiscal initial fiscal amount that they've raised, how many coins they have, how many coins they've released it on the market as is, how many coins are being held back, what's happening with those coins, so you can really follow the financial trail, right? And then you will also understand like when they're releasing large amounts of coins onto the market because that could affect the value of your portfolio. All right, so I'm a little concerned that APIS is not in here, but the next step to researching this would be just to click on the coin and then go to the website of the company. And also, because this is so new, I just want to see, wow, that's some major movement on those lines, right? I always like to go to historical data, assuming this is something that I'm interested in buying. And again, this is like where I'm going to update the control panel so it's reflecting all the coins, and hopefully it'll be done shortly, but for now you got to go through here. So you go all time, and we just want to see like what it was when it came onto the ICO stage. So it already has hit some multipliers, 0.003 cents, and it's 0.007, so it already doubled in its price, a little bit more than doubled, so that's exciting. That's really exciting, right? Put $100 in, it turned into $200 already. Hot diggity dog. So, look, that means it's up 6%. Let's go to the website, because you want to see, like, well, what is this project, right? Is it something I want to put money in? And again, if you're looking to start with this and just get your toe in the water, right? 25 cents. Dash Pick support system. Okay, I'm just going to X this out. Here comes the winner, the poll on APS wallet design. Alright, so this is the notice, the white paper, roadmap, member, login, register, Twitter account, and the Telegram account. So let's just see if there's like a quick video. Looks like they had a contest. Here's your roadmap, market research, December, published white paper, token crowd sales, February to April. API says test run listing, so in May they're going to do test run. That happened. Masternode platform closed beta to full scalability. All right, so they're working on their technology. Launch of APS mainnet, APS token swap, APS web wallet. Release, launch of Masternode platform snapshot. All right, so July they'll probably have some products that could be going out on the market. A PC APS wallet release, mobile APS wallet releases, and launch of APS Eco website. Mobile app releases on Q4 2018. Test on automatic swap, Breeze wallet, Tumblebit, APS DApp Eco. Alright, so that takes you to the end of 2018. But what's going to happen in 2019? I don't know. What's the difference between APS and other existing agencies? Is there a soft cap? Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so basically, point is that you would go to something like this and figure out what's going on. The COO is Ronnie Jong-Young Yu, CEO of Oxchild Corp. So, I don't know who these people are personally. I would typically, like if they're on LinkedIn, then you can check them out on LinkedIn, see what's going on, do a little research, advisors, and so you want to probably do a little bit of research on figure out who those are. All right, so once you get through that, you decide, yep, I want it. then you have a better understanding on what you're investing in. And you can determine if you think this is a long-term hold. I mean, you've only seen the timeline on this one until 2018, meaning probably like Q4 2018. So my guess is typically after every release of new technology, it gets people hype is going to happen. They're usually going to say, hey, oh my God, we just had this great event, we had this great release, and they're going to hype it up. So the coin could go up because of the hype. And people could be more confident in the project because they actually are making their milestone achievements. So you may, want to take some profit when that happens. But it's time to look at the chart and kind of see what's going on. All right. So what's important mainly is that you know coin market cap. I think this is a really good place to go to. What the control panel is doing for you, it's showing you the analytical numbers. So if you're not really like a chart person, it just really simplifies the numbers, the really important numbers to look at, as far as what was the high, what was the low, how long has it been on the market, and if it's a yes or if it's a no. Like really, if the recent dip is really low and then the current price is a lot higher than that dip, it's kind of like that song, dip, baby, dip. Let me see if I can show you a chart really quick, and then I promise you I'm going to let you go, and we'll start a new videos in a second. All right, wait, go back to that. All right, so I'm going to see if I can see the charts on this go a little bit better. All right, so when I say dip, baby, dip, I mean like, so when a coin is just moving, it's like the ocean and the ocean, it's waves, it's always going to moving. It's a 24-hour market. It's quite an exciting place. So here's my cursor here, but when I put my cursor on this chart, it becomes like a T-zone, that little line, so I can't really point anywhere. What I want to show you though on this is that the price goes up, it goes down, and you want to find it where the wave hits the same point like 3 times. It's called a resistance. It's showing that that it's having a hard time either going down or up. So a ceiling would be like the top bar, and like the floor would be the bottom when it's hit like 3 times. But usually it bounces. It goes boom, down, up, down, up. So if you're doing this and you're like, all right, I'm going to do day trading, right? Then you can find where the chart's going boom, boom, boom. And that's typically going to be the floor, depending on, the time frame of that down dip you're looking at, that perspective. If you're in for the day, then, your profits are not going to, you can't most likely, unless you're involved in a pump and dump, and I highly don't recommend a pump and dump, because I got stuck in one and didn't really know what was happening, and I got part of the dump. I got dumped on. Yeah, that sucked. So let's just get deep education here, so you know if that hype is getting hyped just to dump on you. You know what I mean? Oh, it's important too. Like, this is how you just also can tell if you're getting stuck in a pump and dump. Trade history, right? So you can see, is there huge sums of quantities being purchased during the hype, and when you're I don't want to get into detail about this, but when there's a lot of purchases, then the price is going to go up, and typically, if you're good in this realm, when it goes up, then you sell, and then they rebuy when it goes back down, right? When it hits that floor, that bouncing floor, like when it hits 3 times, it's usually like, that resistance point. So they know, and people that have been in the markets for a long time, they know that when it hits that, they're gonna buy on that floor, because they know it's just gonna bounce back up, hit the ceiling, come back down. It's just the way it's just how this cookie crumbles. I don't know why it is, but it's life, I guess. It's all a cyclical thing. All right, and nothing is perfect. Nothing is completely predictable by all means. So most of the things that we do is we offer these great numbers they're juicy and they're comparable, and they are just streamlining your time. So when you're like, ooh, yeah, that project, like this Aeon right here, I'm totally a fan of this. the technological project. But you know, that thing that's jumping around too, that's going up and down. Anyways, point is that you've got to just take a step back and know that this is it's full of moving parts, and I think it's really important for you guys to just take off or bite off the piece that you can chew. You don't want to like eat the entire table of turkey dinner in one sitting, because clearly you don't have room in your stomach to digest it all at once. So just bite off little pieces at a time, and you're gonna get through this. I just really threw a lot of different things on you, and just stick with us, stay consistent and persistent, and you're gonna learn the skills and the navigational points. And what's exciting is I don't want you to so much focus on the Bitcoin prices right now, because I've been reading some hype, some bad hype, some good hypes out there, right? I think it's important that when you're working in this space, that you know that this technology is here to stay. I don't think that the governments of this planet are very excited to know that now humanity could literally have a decentralized currency. Okay, so if Bitcoin doesn't fly really high right away, it's okay, because what you're learning right now on this skill set, it's going to teach you how to invest in this technology, because I guarantee you that technology is going to stay. Like what I've heard, and through all the research and the listening and the articles I'm reading, these countries are taking advantage of this blockchain technology because it's streamlining and it's securing their information. Like Zebi just got multi-annual contracts with the country of India, so I've invested in Zebi, right? It's a privacy technological coin, but it's not even a coin, it's a product, right? So heck yeah, if it's good enough for India to have a multi-annual subscription with, I'm buying it, right? So there's things like that part of the infrastructure. So my goal is here is to teach you guys just the quick navigational tools, how to buy, and then you know what? We'll get into the actual like projects to figure out what ones to decipher. Which ones do you hold for dear life, right? And then which ones do you use for day trading? Or you may want to decide like what percentage of my portfolio is best to put into like a daily up, like, you know, the daily grind, you know, the little baby percentages that you can get on every day up and down, and what's the best percentage to put in for your long-term hodls, because, you know, you could have all of them. And then you have a short-term hold, right? Because maybe like you want to take profit once a year, but it's like really good profit, right? So you'll figure out what's best for you, but most importantly, it's just the quick navigation. So, all right, it's been so exciting to like share this with you. I look forward to you guys really utilizing this package, this little unit of Crypto Prophecy, and there will be definitely a lot of really good training videos coming your way. And really, the Wednesday webinar that we do gets really deep and intricate, so hopefully you'll be able to jump in on that too. All right, guys, so have a great day, stay positive, keep researching, and we'll go into a lot more tools later that will help you guys get what you need for this space. See you soon.